I'm going to learn Caine's song, Running the Show, as fast as I can in real time and explain my process. So I've sang along to the song a little, but I haven't tried to figure it out yet, so this is the start. Da, so that's the tonic. There we are, D. And it's got a D7, so that's got a C as well. Let's hear it again. Aha, we have some octaves going out of the bottom. It's probably in that register, and then we've got low octaves at the bottom as well. And then we've got some descending octaves in the right hand, using the arpeggio of the same chord. So it's just going to be the same notes. D, C, A, F sharp. And then a bit faster in sort of a triplet rhythm. La, da, 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 da. And then an arpeggio going up, landing on a D. I think it's the D in the octave above. Like that. So in total, la, da, 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 and then something like that. Just a quick message from me. This is my first tutorial and I'm learning as I go. If you'd like to help me make more, or if you'd like me to make charts or music based on the things that I'm going through, I'm starting a Patreon called Power New Music, which, like everything I make, can be found at newmusicpower.com.
It's new.
Okay, first chord. It's news. Ba da da. La. So that was where we were. Tonic D. La da da da. So it's the fifth below, is it? Yep. See, I'm adding clusters, but we don't need clusters. Just. It's news to me.
News to me.
Ba da da. La da. So that's a B minor. B minor 7. So nice open G. It's news to me that sounds diminished. And it's got a okay, so it's got the root note at the top. So this could be a minor 6 or diminished. Let's try the minor 6. Me that. Yeah, it's not quite right. Me that. That one sounds about right. So this is a B flat or A sharp diminished. And I think it's gonna go somewhere like there with the A minor. So
it's news to you.
Lado. I think the lowest note in the piano may be that, so it may be a C minor 6. Like that. Oh. Aha. Okay, so potentially.
To you. To.
Okay, now we have a G bit, an open G chord, but with a B at the top.
To which degree who answers to who?
La da, la da. So this is a 2/5 progression. That's it. That's a D. Da da. So something like. But we'll see.
Which degree who answers to who?
Got an F at the top, D at the bottom. So this is a 2/5-1 progression. An F at the top first. Some kind of D minor 7. And I think it's just an open G chord instead of a G7, which it could have been. We should have an F, but there's no F. And then it definitely goes to some kind of C when the rest of the band comes in. So let's try up until there. It's news to me that it's news to you which degree? Who answers to who? So something like that. And then let's continue.
It could go on and on, but in the end, who?
Da.
It could go on and on, but
Da. It could be. Sounds like C, F, F7, and then E minor, La La.
but in the end, who are we kidding?
La da ha. Aha. So first inversion, G flat. Kidding. And it sounds a bit like a 13 flat 9 or something like so. I can't decide if there's a flat 9 in there or not, which would be the G. The rest of the notes are fine, which is a G flat major in first inversion. So it's a B flat, G flat, and a D flat, and then a G perhaps, and then melody notes doubled by the band. But in the end, who are we kidding? So then let's go from the C chord. We could go on and on, but in the end, who are we kidding? So that's the second inversion major chord. Which one? And then we'll sing the whole phrase landing on that chord. La ba da ba. So it's a G. It's a G over D. I may be imagining this flat 9, but I'm gonna keep it anyway. Because that might be it. Should we try it like that? I could go on and on, but in the end, who are we kidding? And then we need to get to this G chord. My divinity is past infinity. So let's go from that G.
Are we kidding? My divinity is past infinity.
La da. So someone's going like that. F sharp E.
Are we kidding? My divinity.
I think that's the exact voicing, because that's a G chord in second inversion.
Is past in.
I think we're doing a walk up here. Ba da da ba. Yeah, okay, so that's a B major in first inversion, I should say. My divinity is past infinity.
Are we kidding? My divinity is past infinity.
Okay, and that gives us our basis for these, but it's not going to be this E on this B chord. Da da. Is it just E minor?
My divinity is past infinity.
Sounds a bit like an A sharp going to B as well, so. My divinity is past infinity.
Am I?
Ba ha ha ha. That's probably A minor. Am I?
Getting through.
Getting through.
See?
So let's do everything from the G over D. My divinity is past infinity. Am I getting through?
Seems our regime is past
Okay, and we're into tempo, so let's see if we can just bash this out.
infinity. Am I? Getting through. Seems
Dum bum 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 bum.
Seems our regime has plummeted south.
Wow 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 wow. Wow 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 wow. So the progression is the same. Bum dum 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 ba da ba ba ba, or ba da ba da ba bum 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 dee dee da da. da 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 da. Bum dum ba bum ba bum 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 dum. So in total, that's a G major chord, a B minor 7, a B flat diminished, something like this would work, and then an A minor 7, and then a D7, and then a. Seems our regime. So let's sing along.
Through.
Seems our regime has plummeted south.
Don't need to
Scream if you ain't got 'em. Ba-da-da-da. Aha, same progression. Ain't got a mouth. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da. La. Da-da-da. Who are we kidding? And I believe that will probably end up in the same place.
Why bite the hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting?
Ba da. Bass going ba da. Interesting, because that's different to what we had before. Let's see where it's going.
The hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting.
La da da boo. Okay, so it's possible we're going G flat G with an A and then an E flat in the bass. La da. Aha. We do have something going D sharp E. That conflicts with the bass note here with the E flat, though. Very strong sense of da 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 happening in the bass. So we could go with an F sharp minor 6. Okay, I know what it is. This is just the passing note in the bass to get to here.
It's time you see that this great monkey.
Then we got back to G over D. And we've got a G augmented.
The only place
Da. Only place you're ever gonna be.
the only place you're ever gonna be.
Ah. La ba la da. Yeah, so I can hear that going on in the bass for when we go back to the D sharp or the E flat. And then I can kind of hear this at the top, so some kind of D sharp diminished.
So strap on in
And back to the D, G over D.
and take it on the chin and don't forget.
Let's try and get to this at the end of this part, because that's gone G over D, back to the G augmented.
Strap on in and take it on the chin and don't forget.
Boom ba. Something like that. Forget. So let's say minor 7.
Who's running the show?
Ba. So it's a D. I think there's a flat 9. Or flat 9. Yeah. Potentially a D7 flat 9.
Who's running the show?
La da. That's definitely. Okay. Okay, so that goes.
Who's running the show?
La da. La da da. La da da da. It's the bass. La da da. Is that it?
And don't forget who's running the show.
Yep. Is the horns and the bass. This implies sort of E flat 7, E flat 13, and then we have D7 sharp 5 to a normal 5. Da da. Okay, and we have another one that's probably something like that. So that's an E flat 7 to D7 as well. Damba. So that's a C. Okay, so everything up to that C, let's do that in sections. Seems our regime has plummeted south. Don't need to scream if ya ain't got a mouth. And then where do you go from that C? And the feet. Why bite the hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting? That was with. I chose F sharp minus 6. It might not be that, but. Why bite the hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting? With the A, like that. Getting. Then where do we go from there?
It's time you see that this great marquee.
It's time you see that this great marquee is the only place you're ever gonna be. Is the only place you're ever gonna be. Something like that.
So strap on in and take it on the chin.
So strap on in and take it on the chin.
And don't forget who.
Oh yes, I decided that was this. And don't forget who's running the show. And that would be dum, bum, ba-dum. So G, D, and then the E flat, da 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 da. And don't forget who's running the show. Yep. Like that. That was a C, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Bum ba da ha. Da bum bum bum. So that's a G.
I want a shot.
Bum ba da da. Da bum ba. Yeah, I thought it was A major. Bum. Da.
Watch where you walk.
Ba da. Ba. That's a D. Yeah, so it's a D7 flat 9 then.
Watch where you walk.
Ba da da da. I think we're back to C. I'm the host of. I'm the host. I run the place. See, that does sound like 4 minor. Yeah, 4 minor this time. Ba da ha. B da da da. I think it's a B7. So something like this would work. Probably going to E minor now. Is it? Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Ha, I've caught an F hanging out in the 4 minor, but it still works because it's in 11. But that kind of argument is that it's a C minor 6 and it's an F7. Oh. Yeah. Bum ba ba da. La di da. So it sounds like a 13. Could it be A13? It's not that. Although that's nice. It's doing that. So before that was an A13 sharp 11. but it's not. It's an A. It's just an A13. Voiced like that, or something similar to that. Anyway. La ha ha. Kind of feels like that. Which is an E flat chord over a B flat. So it could be. I don't know. It doesn't sound like that. Definitely a B flat at the bottom and F at the top. Bom, bom, ba. See, with the F at the top, it rules it out being a diminished. Remember earlier we tried G minor, but I don't think that works either. Could be, but I'm not sure. La da da da, la da da da. Okay, that's some progress. Yeah, okay, let's go with that. So it's a B flat minor. It's got 13, 3rd, 11, 5th at the top. Da. Da 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 ba, da ba da, yeah, da. So it's just a D7.
What a god!
Or just a D.
What a goddamn shame!
Ba da 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 da. Mom. I think it might have transposed up a tone. Da 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 da. Da da. Yeah. So now we're in A flat major. Ba da 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 da. So that could be ba da, E flat 7, ba ba da da, A flat. So now that we've reached the modulation, let's go back and sing through everything leading up to that point, starting from those chord hits with the spoken word. So we said C. Yeah, and then G.
Absolutely!
And then we said A7.
What a shock!
Yeah.
Watch where you walk!
And then we said D7 flat 9. Yep. I'm the host, I run the place.
Caine, that is my name.
Caine, that is my name. I'm the host, I run the place. Caine, and then we said B9. Caine, that is my name. Yeah, I think we said E minor. Not enthused. Just feeling used. Going with B flat minor for that. And then D7. Or just D. Oh, what a goddamn shame.
Goddamn shame!
Goddamn shame. Something like that. And then we got to the modulation. It's probably the same. Let's in the new key, so I can explain that.
What a goddamn shame!
Congratulations, all of my friends. We'll get up to there with A flat, then C minor. This is the transposition of the progression we've already played, but up a semitone. Shans, B diminished. So C minor, B diminished. All of my friends, B flat. All of my friends, B flat minor, I should say. B flat minor 7, and then E flat 7. Public relations are getting a cleanse. Okay, that's still E flat 7 there.
Are getting a cleanse.
Bum 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 bum. Ah, actually it isn't. Cleanse! It's E flat minor. Cleanse! Bum 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 bum. So it could be E flat minor 6, I suppose. Cleanse! Which substitutes for an A flat 7 as well if we needed it. But we don't, we're going in the bass. Put on your Sunday best. So that's G flat 7. So D flat major or D flat major. Put on your Sunday best. Because I know. Probably F minor. Because I know where. Yeah, boom, boom. Because I know we're close to quitting. Bum 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 bum. So in the other case, we may have had a G flat major going here, but the bass is certainly doing that. Aha, this is a variation on the what I called F sharp minor 6, but upper semitones. So instead of that would be G minor 6. So it could be G minor 7 with this, because it's got an F in the bass. Okay, and this will just be an A flat. I'd be going to A flat over E flat, which is the same as G over D, the same function as G over D in the previous key. Ha 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 ha. So this sounds like a B flat 7 actually. Which could still work with this G minor 6. Ba in the horns. Ba 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 ba. Okay, so the implication of that is that it's a B flat 7. The implication of the G in the melody is that it's a B flat 13. We'll go with the B flat 13 this time. I could have kept this E as the G minor part of the G minor 6, which would be the sharp 11 of the B flat. But I'm just going to go for a G minor triad up here, B flat 7 down there. So in total that would be put on your Sunday best, because I know we're close to quitting. With this chord, quitting. Then back to the A flat over E flat. Da da da. A flat over E flat. A flat augmented over E. So play the games and just ignore the pains. Ba ba ha. So it's just F minor. Cause all that remains. Cause all that remains is how you prime your brains. Oh, sounds like it's going bum 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 again. In the bass. So almost missed it, but it's actually going to A flat for this. B flat 7, yeah. Then we have the A flat over E flat. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. I'm the one. It's gonna be a B flat minor and then an E flat 7. Who's running the show? Blah blah. So I'm hearing the sharpened 5th. La ba ba ba. Probably B flat 9. La da. That may be the movement in the horns. Just this D flat to E flat. which doesn't necessarily change the chord, but it changes the third in the B flat 9 to an 11. Ba da da ba ba. So ha. So we have an E flat 9. To an E flat 7 flat 9. 9 going to flat 9, sharp and 5th going to 7. Or flat 13 going to 7. We could call it that as well. So it's E flat, all over E flat 7. Probably just A flat. Yeah. But yeah, da da da. Da. Let's do up to there. So play the games and just ignore the pains, 'cause all that remains is how you prime your brains. Yep, and then the next bit. You run to me, but you're too blind to see. That's got the E flat in the bottom. The A flat with the E flat. You run to me, but you're too blind to see, 'cause I'm the one who's running the show! Wait, something like that. And then when it changes, something like that. Da bum bum ba dum. It's an E. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. So that's the flat 6 chord in the key of A flat. We're going to the flat 6 instead. Bum, 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 bum. And then there's an ascending riff. E. Bottom, 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 bottom. Bottom. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Bottom, 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 da da ba. So it's still an E. And then we have our final chord. La. Bum. A flat 7, sharp 11, with some description. Something like that. Yeah! And that would just be A flats at the end. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Please leave a comment if you'd like to help me make corrections, or if you'd like to help me make more of these, or write anything down that I covered. I have a Patreon, Power New Music, available at newmusicpower.com. I'll see you again in the amazing digital musical.